Hello and good morning, listeners. Welcome back to Almus Market Mornings, your daily dose of global financial updates. I'm your host, Swaraj Rajagopal, and we have got you covered on everything from currency shifts to pivotal central bank decisions and important speeches. Plus, you'll gain expert analysis on macroeconomic data that's shaping the market narrative right now. Join us for this episode and navigate the markets with confidence. While the chatter around general election subsides, attention slowly is turning into the global markets once again. Bank of Canada yesterday cut its interest rate by 25 basis. The ECB, which is meeting today, is expected to cut rates, while all this time US exceptionalism seems to be weakening, as shown by the high frequency indicators. Good morning, JK. Your expectations from the ECB rate decision today? How do you think the euro will react?
Good morning. I think if you look at Canadian central bank decision of 0.25% rate cut from 5 to 4.75, it was a well discounted move. So actually, we saw Canadian dollar slightly strengthening despite a strong ISM report from US. Now ECB 0.25% rate cut today has been talked about for a long time, and it won't be a surprise. What will be important is the forward guidance that Lagarde provides in her post-meeting press conference. And in all likelihood, she would be saying next moves will be data dependent, because we have seen in the recent data that inflation across Eurozone has started to inch up. However, they will not rule out either side move. Therefore, I don't see much impact on the euro. If anything, euro might actually gain a bit, because we are seeing, as you said, string of US economic data that's coming weaker. And of course, this ISM services data yesterday was a bit of a positive surprise. But services have been anyway holding up well in the US, and manufacturing is the one sector that has actually, been under pressure, and the consumption because of the high inflation and high interest rates. Therefore, even the Fed, expectation itself has inched up for a rate cut in September up to 70% probability. So this month is a big, a period for central bank meetings. ECB today, then we have RBI tomorrow. No change expected there. Status quo. Fed again status quo, but forward guidance and dot plots will be very important. We have BOE and Swiss National Bank later in the month. So it's a very heavy month as far as the central bank decisions are concerned. Dollar, I guess, is not really, strengthening much on the basis of, other central banks cutting rates and Fed holding off for now. So that I think that trend will sustain for some more time until we are through with all the central bank decisions. Of course, non-farm payroll data tomorrow as well. Coming to Indian markets, of course, we had a relief rally in the markets yesterday after it was confirmed that the pre-poll alliance partners are joining and forming the government by the weekend. So we saw recovery in stocks, and rupee also bounced back from a low of 83.65 that was seen on the day of final results. And yes, central bank has played a big part, no doubt. Again, reining in any strength in the rupee, any strength in the dollar, of course. And we saw a low of 83.30 in the rupee yesterday after some long liquidation, and also Nationalist Bank selling in the morning, which started right in the open. And also they were reportedly selling dollars in the offshore market as well. Now we have to take a medium term. That depends largely on the flows, and also that in turn depends on the confidence that investors perceive in the months ahead about the stability of the coalition. One thing is certain: we are not in a status quo situation as was assumed before the election, and that makes a difference for the pace and extent of reforms. To that extent, the premium attached to Indian market somewhat gets reduced. RBI policy tomorrow, as I said, will be a status quo and will not change anything for the time being. probably wait for more moves from the central banks and also the budget, which will be, a next big event as far as the Indian markets and the economy is concerned. So we are in a stable situation as far as the Indian market. I think today and tomorrow we should see a stable market, and then we will see how the new government announcements and proceeds with its policy indications. Till then, stability and perhaps some more recovery in the markets. Thank you.
Thank you, JK. And of course, there's a new trend that seems to be emerging for central banks when it comes to their monetary policy. The higher for longer is slowly turning into a rate cut cycle, as seen by by Canada's rate cut decision, and of course the ECB's expected rate cut decision today. And but the attention from the ECB will be on the forward guidance, and most likely it seems they will adopt a data-dependent approach. We, of course, have the RBI policy tomorrow, which will most likely be a status quo. Based on the recent trends, the rate cut probabilities from the US is being discounted now for the month of September. Indian stocks and rupee strengthened after the coalition is set to form the government. That's it from us today. Thanks for listening. Tune in tomorrow for the latest in the financial markets.